Be advised, mature content ahead. This podcast is brought to you ad-free thanks to the Legion of Demons at patreon.com/NOTLP. If you like what you hear, there's much more at patreon.com/NOTLP. Join the Legion. That's patreon.com/NOTLP. And now the show.
How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, we've warned you.
All aboard! Welcome to another episode of Night of the Living Podcast. This month, it is the best theme ever. We are covering movies that take places on trains or feature trains, and it's called Shania Train.
Oh, that don't impress me much.
Do you get it? Do you get it though?
It's a nice train, but it's all right.
So you're a big choo-choo train.
So you're Brad Pitt.
So you're a choo-choo train. We like puns, is what we're trying to say, and we also like you.
And if you haven't seen the art that Kelley created for this theme, treat yourself to some of that, because it's nightmarish.
I'm Andy, the conductor of this nightmare train. We've got Mikey, who takes the tickets.
Money, stick, his passport.
And we've got the guy who shovels in the coal, Freddy.
I feel like a woman.
I don't know any other Shania.
I didn't do Shania.
And pulling up the caboose, we got Amy.
Man, I feel like the end of the train.
Her songs are so bland.
I only know two.
You're still the one.
Man, I feel like a woman. Oh, God, you're still the one. It's so boring.
This moment, which sounds exactly like
Any Man of Mine. Better Walk the Line.
Is that Shania Train?
No.
That's a good song.
It's not? Who is it?
It's got a good beat, right?
And
Isn't it to Rocky?
It's not Shania.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mike.
Yes!
What?
Man!
Oh, I know more Shania Twain.
Shania who?
Wait, is that her name? No, I don't know.
Shania Train.
I think we retconned her name.
Don't use Shania Twain's name in vain.
On the plane in Spain. Anyway,
So if you're
we're tired.
If you haven't jumped off this train yet.
So you've made a horrible pun based on my name. That don't impress me much.
You think Shania Twain's people are going to reach out to us? Cease and desist.
Her people.
Her people.
We'll just team up with Brad Pitt, and then we'll take her down.
Yeah.
with him.
Was that the weird flex? Remember that? And she said, "So you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much." So I said, "Weird flex." But
I saw like a tweet a couple months ago. It said, "Imagine you're Brad Pitt and Shania Twain flexes on you for no reason."
What's that, Mike? You playing some?
Are you playing
We'll get charged. We'll get sued. Don't play that.
No. I was trying to pull up her album and it auto-played. See if I could get some new material. Sorry. Busted in the act.
The only things I know about Shania Twain.
Mm-hmm.
She's Canadian,
Now
right?
sounds like you have a speech impediment.
I know, Twain.
Speech impediment.
The Lionel Twain Company.
So she's Canadian.
Yeah.
Her husband left her for her best friend, so she hooked up with that woman's ex-husband and then married him. That's weird. They just
She figured
swapped.
out whose boots her...
Whose bed have your boots banging under?
I like that
Oh
song.
my gosh,
Take
Twain's
me out
here.
for
Thanks for
chocolate
coming.
thunder down under. And Outback, no rules, just right.
And then the only thing I know about trains are that I like them. So there you go, you guys. This is going to be great.
That's a great fact about trains.
I love
Yes.
trains as a setting, as a movie setting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always been a favorite of mine. The fact that you have these characters who are basically it's a way of trapping people. It's like a bottle episode. Great for murder mysteries, horror films, science fiction, anything. It's a great setting for any kind of story.
Sitcoms when they run out of money near the
Yeah.
end of the season and they need a cheapy one.
Cheapy.
They can film it all on a train.
Yeah, on a train.
Yeah.
I feel we picked this theme more for the pun than anything.
100%, because it was going to be planes, trains, and automobiles, and then Andy was like, "I got a funny one. Shania Train."
Well, the fun,
and then it just evolved.
But also, we were going to do planes, trains, and automobiles, and then like Andy picked like 2 train movies, and I'm
I
like,
suggested.
I was
some
like,
train
that's
movies.
trains, and automobiles.
Trains.
Trains and automobiles.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Twins, trains, and
we were late.
Twice. Wow. Wow.
So if you
wow.
haven't signed up yet, sign up for our mailing list on MailChimp.
Yeah, well, you go to notlp.com,
Yes.
scroll down till you see the Dracula stamp, and you can sign up right there.
Just click on Dracula, right?
Go down to Dracula. Everything's right there, right under Dracula's face.
And if you're on the list, then you get entered into the drawing to see if you get to pick our 3rd movie of our theme month, which, again, Shania Train.
Yeah, so film set on trains.
Or about a train, or around a train, or running a train.
Or a train station. Or, yeah.
Train
It's a porn.
station. No porn, please.
Yeah.
That's a different segment. Do we want to pick now?
Yeah, you ready?
All right,
All
listener.
right.
We're going to see who's going to
So
do
again,
it.
all you got to do is sign up for our mailing list, and you get a chance.
We said that already.
50 folks are on there right now.
49.
49.
Won't be fun if the winner was Shania Train.
We have a lot. we have a lot more listeners than that. So get out there and sign up.
Yeah.
But right now, your chances are pretty good. Number 25.
Number 25. That is Mark Watts.
Ah, Mark. Mark hasn't won yet, has he?
I don't believe so.
All right, good.
Little Marky Mark
We've met him in person.
in Tejas.
So, Mark, I'm going to send you an email just to let you know you won in case you are not keeping up. And just pick a train movie. It just can't be Snowpiercer or Train to Busan, because those are the 2 that we are already covering.
Yeah, we got the good ones, so you got to find the trash out there. Have
There's
fun.
a lot of good train movies.
Or a movie with Shania Twain, which apparently there is one.
There's one.
But they nobody agreed that could be part of the theme.
It's got to be a Hallmark movie.
But if that's what you want, we'll do
But
it.
Freddie says it's about race cars. It's not about trains.
It's about waste
But
cause.
Shania.
But Shania's in it.
Or somebody named Shania in the movie. That also goes.
It's a very niche movie genre.
I'm trying to expand it.
Also, there's a new episode of Night of the Comic out there.
Finally.
What you cover,
Yeah.
Freddie?
We've been doing recently read stuff and just having fun. Just having a good old time. So on this
What's
one,
one you?
we talked about all new Wolverine. You put me on the spot.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Ooh.
I'm getting old. My
It
memory
doesn't matter.
just
Go
doesn't
listen to
work.
you. Again, you have to be a patron to listen. Patreon.com/NOTLP.
Well, you do not have to be
You
a
do
patron.
not have to be a patron to listen.
listen to Night of the Comic.
Night of the Comic.
Night of the Comic is available to everyone, but it's only possible because of our patrons, much like this show.
Correct.
Now, on the most recent episode, we talked about a little bit about Spider-Man: Far From Home. No spoilers.
I haven't seen it yet.
Savage Avengers, which
Yeah.
sounds insane. It's a comic series where the Avengers end up in the Savage Lands, but they cross it over with Conan the Barbarian. So it's a crazy crossover kind of what if thing, and all new Wolverine. And then we're going to do a spoiler-heavy discussion of Spider-Man: Far From Home this Wednesday.
Spider-Man.
So that's what's coming up.
Spidersman.
And that's available. You can either get that on Breaker. We have a spot on Breaker where all of our extra podcasts are. Some of those are Patreon exclusive shows and some are not.
Mm-hmm.
And then also patreon.com/NOTLP. You don't have to be a member there to access some of the content there. Night of the Comic is all public now.
Okay.
Okay.
Comic books.
But if you are a member, you get Origins. You get the Book Corner. We're finally doing another one of those. We'll have the author Adam McLean on. And Amy, someday we'll do a high five happy hour.
I do have some things I want. Yeah.
You should do a show about procrastination.
Uh-huh.
You can talk about mailing Emily and Branan their shirts.
Sorry, guys. Because I know they'll forgive me. That's why we have Late to the Party.
Yeah, she can do a show about procrastination on my show.
On Late to the Party.
Yeah.
And we also have a new patron. I just wanted to give him a quick shout out here at the beginning.
Beginner.
At the beginner. It's Adam Troy.
We've known him forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an OG.
He's a new
Since he was a
patron.
little baby.
And he had some really nice things to say. I sent this message to you guys as well. He said, if you... I've listened. He says, I've listened to NOTLP from the days of Matt and Ryan all the way until now. It was the first podcast I ever heard.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you all for the years of horror and comedy. May the show last forever.
Forever.
Thank
And
you.
also with you.
Forever.
And also with you.
Yeah.
So he wants us to live forever,
Amen.
huh?
Yeah.
So let it
That
be
sounds
done.
like a curse.
Who wants to live
I don't.
forever?
But thank you, Adam.
I don't live forever, but I think like 150 sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, not with that cough.
Shut up.
Who wants forever?
Pollen has been high.
Pollen's high?
Colin is high.
I don't know. What do I look like?
Pollen.
Shania Twain
Pollen.
has actually been in quite a few number of movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I Hurt Huckabees.
Oh, yeah. Is she playing herself? I mean, like...
Yeah, well, she's listed as Shania.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I think she's only ever played a role.
Actually, she's listed as
In
Shania
one.
Train.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't...
Twister.
Twister?
Mm-hmm.
She was in Twister?
She was.
This
Yeah.
movie I still have
But
never
she was
seen.
still playing Shania Twain, right?
I think so. She's in Britney Spears' Crossroads.
Oh, God,
As
I saw
Shania
that.
Twain.
As Shania Twain.
Who else has seen Crossroads?
Like years ago.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the crap.
I miss my Uncle Charles.
Let's start Uncle Charles.
Cleveland represent.
So what's been going on in the world, guys? What's up?
It's ice cream in Area 51, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids licking ice cream.
Putting it back. Did you see the video of the guy spitting in the Arizona ice
Yes.
cream? That's fucked up.
Yeah,
If you
that's
have
messed up.
any inclination in your life to do anything like this, you're a piece of garbage.
I bought ice cream, though, but I pulled it from the back.
That's where they would put it because they know people are doing
I know,
it.
I thought that, but then there's also, you know what my dad taught me? He was like, if you're ever buying frozen stuff, never pull the one in the front, because that's the one the person changed their mind about, and they took it through the whole store and then brought it back.
That's a good point.
I do that
Smart.
for every product.
Yeah.
Especially chips, because I feel those are the ones that fall off first and get smashed. So get the second or third bag.
Yeah. I hate when I get a bag of smashed chips.
Also, when they rotate stock, they put the oldest stuff in the front
There you
to
go.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's a life hack, life pro tip.
I guess though, in that I don't know if it's an internet challenge or not yet, but some of the people who have been getting in trouble for it have actually turned around and have receipts that they bought those things. They're just doing it for the gram.
Oh.
Like one of the
so they didn't really leave it there.
Yeah, I guess there was like a drag queen who did it with a Listerine bottle. Like she gargled and then she blew it back into the bottle and set it back on the shelf.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but
it got enough that she got busted and they reached out to her. And
like, no,
she was
I have receipts.
I show the receipts.
All right. If you're doing it for the gram, but you're really buying it and taking it with
No,
you.
it's still not cool.
I don't like it.
Because
okay,
one,
somebody's not doing that.
it hurt. I mean, not to be that stuffy old guy about this,
Old Daddy Freddy's got some things to share.
but it hurts people.
I know.
You know what I
Side.
mean? Like, it hurts those companies.
Yeah, it does.
And then that eventually leads to them laying people off.
Yeah.
So if you were out there and, you're the person who's like, we got to pay a living wage, and then you're licking ice cream. If one of your posts is, why don't we have a living wage, followed by you licking ice cream and putting it back, kiss my natural white ass.
Is it natural?
Well, it's brown, but I feel like I don't have the right to say kiss my natural brown ass, even though it's naturally brown.
Oh dear.
like your butthole's brown.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
Lick
okay.
that part.
Oh.
Go in there.
And put it back on the shelf.
And then put that back on the shelf. They took my butt out, licked it, and put it back in my pants.
Make sure when you buy Freddy buttholes, don't grab the first one.
No, you don't want that. You want the one in the back.
Yeah, grab the Freddy butthole in the back. And
Yeah.
make sure the seal is on the Freddy butthole.
You are right though, Freddie, because I think it's Blue Bell.
Yeah.
Blue Bell ice cream is like getting people know that's the one to do it with because they don't put the seal on
Yeah.
top, and so now they're gonna have to rethink if they want to put the
Not
seal on
just that,
top
they
because
had to
people are
recall.
licking those.
They're out. They said it cost their company was it $200 million in recalls or something?
That's awful.
That's a lot of.
Is that right? It was some crazy number. It was huge.
I don't think there's $200 million worth of ice cream out in the country.
It's not just the ice cream. It's probably what it's totally cost the company. That's fucked up. I didn't even really think about. Like, I've seen pictures of stores that are like locking the ice cream freezer and making you like get an associate to help you.
Oh wow!
It's like buying a video game now.
It's like going to the pharmacy. Had to get the
to get your Sudafed or whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're cooking up the meth.
Your razors.
Or they track how much ice cream you bought in the last couple months.
I've just caught.
Can I see your ID?
Here's the search terms I'm typing into Google right now.
Yeah.
Consequence of ice cream licking.
I don't think Google works like that.
Do you feel like are there many?
It is working.
Buffets left anymore? Like a lot of the big buffet places have shut down.
Golden Corral?
Is it still around?
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
There's one up the street.
Yeah.
Oh.
You think people are licking ice cream machines?
No, I feel like it's the same theory. Like a lot of those buffets went away, like pepperonis and Ponderosas and all those other
Ponderosas
ones.
are still around.
Are they?
Like
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
It's real bad.
They used to be everywhere.
Is your,
Remember-
is your mind blown?
You think it's because of germophobia?
No, I feel like, well, yes, but how many people have bad experiences where they watch like a kid come up to the bar and put their hand in something and you're like, I'm never going to do, that's why I don't go to Golden Corral anymore.
I
I'm going to
was
say
a
it.
kid, but I still went to buffets as an adult.
Let me
Yeah.
say though, like
Disney is full of buffets.
here's the difference
Yeah, but they do
between
it right.
They do it right.
your average. You just all that shit's happening at a regular restaurant. You just don't see it.
Okay.
It's happening in the back. They're dropping your food on the floor and they're going,
5-second rule.
get it out. Go ahead. It's fine. We're in the weeds. We're in the weeds. Get that chicken out. Pull the hair off it. Get it out.
Dear.
I mean, like, buffets are fine. And if you don't want to vaccinate your kids, just take them to a buffet once a week and they'll build up an immunity to almost anything.
No, you have to vaccinate your kids.
It's the same thing, though.
Well, it's like women that like
Mashed
won't
potatoes.
sit on the toilet seat. They'll hover, but then spray piss everywhere and not clean it up.
Makes it worse.
Or like stand on the fucking seat and piss.
That's crazy.
Is that?
Yeah.
Do people do that?
Oh, is that why I see
Apparently.
footprints on the seat sometimes?
Yeah.
That's when Jesus was carrying you.
Wouldn't that just get all over your leg?
Maybe they have a strong enough stream and they can just get it right down.
Nailed it.
I am not a germaphobe. Like all these women where I work. Well, first of all, there's just fucking toilet paper everywhere because I think they line the seats and then just like
We call those
it
nesters.
just flies
where I work.
off on the floor, or they wash their they'll use their foot to flush, and then when they wash their hands, they use a paper towel that they'd bring out with them, and sometimes there's trash on the ground because they won't open a door by themselves.
I use my foot to
Did
flush.
I tell you? I told you about
I don't.
the guy.
Wash your fucking hands when you're done, and then use your hand like a normal person.
The guy's leaving all the short and curly hairs
Yeah.
at work in the sink area, and then there's always a bunch of toilet paper around it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't throw the shit away. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still haven't caught him.
I feel like
It started again. It went away
Are
for
you
a while.
are you the pubic defender?
I don't think they're pubic hairs. I think they're beard hairs.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I know for a fact I've known some germaphobes in my life, and I get sick less than them.
They could be pubes.
It's pubes.
And I'm not like obsessively not touching anything or worrying about germs or anything. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
I will never use a toilet seat cover. I think it's more gross than not using one.
Yeah.
Personally,
Really?
yes. I think the toilet seat.
I've never. I mean, I've
You're,
used
what you're
one, but I
doing,
don't get it.
you're opting for something porous that has been sitting in a bathroom environment for God knows how long, absorbing everything in the air, versus sitting on a non-porous hard surface. Think about that for a minute. So you're taking something that has absorbed every fart, diarrhea splatter, vomit occurrence,
Well, obviously you don't.
what have yous.
You don't pull the first one and
You
use
gotta
it.
get the third one
Yeah.
back.
But it's soaked through every one of those. You just don't see it
No,
because they're porous, absorbent material.
the first.
And you're going to put that on the toilet seat.
somebody lick that and put it back.
Yes.
And
That's
now
why
you're
we use
sitting.
reusable straws is
Yeah.
to balance out how many toilet sheet.
Why do you
put-
use the paper
If there's
ring?
if there's a paper ring in there, I
Yeah.
will use the paper
Oh,
ring.
Mike, did I just ruin them for you?
No.
I get sick less than you do.
Yeah.
I just get more migraines. So
I
you don't know.
Or you could just be like me and Amy and not go in the public.
Well, I don't shit.
Yeah.
But Andy, I have to sit
Oh,
down
you
and
have to
pee.
pee, okay.
Yeah, you forgot about
Or you could
that.
stand up on it like you just said.
No.
Somebody is really getting off on that idea, Somebody out there is like, they do what now? And then their penis moved a little bit. They're like, oh God, I just realized that's my thing.
Like women, like we have to sit down to do everything. So like, yeah, it's different. So most of the, and some of the women where I work just blow that bathroom up.
Yeah.
Woo-wee!
What? Women shit?
Oh, I've never shit where I work, and it's been many.
Do you guys
years.
giggle in the ladies' room when someone farts real loud?
No, but it's hard not to.
Because we laugh openly in the men's room.
Yeah.
Who did that over here?
I did it. Men and women, we're different.
Sound off.
I'd give you a high five if the stall door wasn't here.
The Sopranos has the one of the best commentaries on that on public restrooms. I forget which one character it is, but he talks about like your shoelaces.
Dragging
like your shoelaces are the dirtiest thing.
Yeah.
And like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, my shoelaces have been through some stuff.
My buddy's grandpa
Just wash
used
your
to
hands
tell us
after you touch stuff.
After you tie your shoes.
That's something
my
gross.
buddy's grandpa was such a germaphobe. He washed his hands with bleach.
Oh,
So his skin got real bad on his hands.
Gross.
And whenever he would pour his breakfast cereal out, he had like 2 paper towels to hold the box. But he would call us, when we didn't wash our hands, he would call us cocksuckers by proxy. And he talked out the side of his mouth, so he'd be like, you gotta wash your hands. He's like, if you don't do that, you're a cocksucker by proxy. And he had to explain to us, because it's people walk in bathrooms, and then they track that into their home. Sooner or later, it gets on your hands. And then you're a cocksucker by proxy because now you've had a penis in your mouth.
I have many.
That's how he thought he would encourage us to clean our hands.
Mental illnesses, but
With homophobia?
OCD and germophobia, not one of them.
Yeah.
So I'll sit on the toilet in the porta potty. Not if it's super gross, but if it's dry, I will sit. I ain't got time to hover. My legs can't hold my fat ass up. What are you gonna do?
They should install bars in the bathroom so they can hold on to it.
They
How much fun would that be?
should.
I would shit from like an elevation if I could do it. Like monkey bars?
Like trapeze bars.
There's no way I could hover to shit.
What if it turned out that this was far superior to the squatty potty? It's
What, trapeze? Trapeze shits?
To stand up.
like the poo-poo, like the loopy pooper, or something. Like you have like the you can do like the Iron Cross, like in the Olympics, where they have
like
the rings,
like the still rings.
But your shit's falling out of you?
Yeah, but your legs are up and there's poop coming out of you.
I feel like 20 years from now, you're going to be onto something. We're going to wish we had marketed right
you
now.
go on Shark Tank with that.
Yeah,
do.
Shark Tank.
Shark
Yeah,
Tank.
demonstrate it.
The water in the Shark Tank.
Think about
is
like how much
cloudy.
strength you would get.
Yeah, you would develop a lot of upper body strength.
Well, I feel like it's because you're relocating all your strength to the upper body, and
The
then
poop has to go out of you.
Well, like
To make room for the strength.
You're not. There's no more strength in your butthole anymore. So it just loosens up and just comes out.
allegedly, like we've lost a lot of strength as human beings in our bottom part because we used to like have to squat to poop, and like people have lost having to do that.
Oh yeah, when you think about it, that's probably true. Because in those cases,
It's not really allegedly; it is.
most people
true,
would
but,
squat. You'd have to
Yeah,
be
you'd have
able
to
to squat
squat.
for a little while.
Yeah, you'd squat and get going, and now we take a comfortable seat.
Yeah.
No, well, in Asian countries, a lot of the times it's just a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
So I guess Asians have stronger buttholes than you white people.
Stronger quads, at least.
Yeah, I don't know about your butthole, but your quads are good.
Anyway, this has been fun.
There it is.
Any
So
other
trains.
do you like trains?
I like
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll just move on if that's cool with everybody else.
Yeah, congrats to Mark Watts on
Congratulations.
picking our final main attraction this month.
That's buddy.
There's a lot of pressure on this pick, though.
Buddy bro. I've given you so many options.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. We'll be right back.
Hello, boys and girls. It's time for Straight-to-Video Russian Roulette.
Now.
And we are back. Enough about your bathroom habits. Let's talk about this movie I watched for this segment. It's called Dry Blood. It's on Amazon Prime. It's an interesting one. It had some charm, but it kind of lost me near the latter half. Basic story is there's this guy, and he is a drug addict. And he's calling a friend. And he's like, listen, I want to get sober. I want to try to get sober again. Meet me up at the cabin. I'm heading up there to get clean. And it's his cabin him and his ex-wife still own. People rent it. I'm assuming it's kind of Big Bear area of California, since he's very clearly in LA. Woof. And, God, there's like a dog hair on this microphone. Sorry, there's dog hair everywhere.
So I was trying to warn you about Wolf.
Yeah, you did, and I didn't listen. He gets up there. It's a small town. He stops to get some food, and like the guy running the like general store is Rob Galuzzo.
Oh,
Yeah, he works for
Rebecca McKendry and them for Blumhouse.
Yeah.
And they do the Shockwaves.
Yeah, he's doing like a little cameo
that's fun.
as the guy running the general store. And we saw him at Halloween
40. Yeah.
Then there's like a creepy weird cop who's clearly like, you're not from around here, son. And the cop's played by the director. The director was in the movie you just watched a few weeks ago, The Evil Down the Street or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Evil Up the Street.
Yeah.
Evil Around the Corner and back
Evil
again.
down the street.
So the guy is basically kind of fighting off his demons in this cabin and starts hallucinating. You think you're just not really sure, just like weird stuff's happening, like the cops really up his ass and kind of harassing him throughout these days. And he's talking to the cop one time, and the cop's just face just like, kind of starts melting and then like reconstituting and like melting, and then like it was really effective the way they put that together. And you're just kind of not sure what's going on. The guy has like randomly found pills in his car, and he's like, do I take them, do I not take them? Like struggling with his sobriety. Then his friend comes eventually after a couple days, the woman he had called, and she's like an old flame, I guess, but she's here to do this again. This is not the first time they've been down the sobriety train. And if you know anybody with addiction problems,
Another train.
Oh my gosh. If you know anybody with addiction problems, this is clearly something you go through. I want to get clean, and then they fall off the wagon. I want to get clean.
It
and
takes a few tries.
And for some people
never do.
never do. But anyway.
But even the ones who succeed, it usually takes a few tries.
Yes.
Minimum.
And that's fine. He's got this thing where he's like, I don't want to do something I can't take back, and I don't want to do something and not remember it. So he's just really nervous about where his drug addiction is leading him, and that sort of informs these hallucinations. And he's hallucinating like dead women in the house, burnt up, creepy, really good makeup. And then the hallucinations, I think, just keep getting worse. And then there's this cop that keeps harassing him, and then the friend is not, she's very kind of distrustful of his real motives here. And is he really going to try to get clean? Is he just trying to sleep with me? Like, there's a lot of that stuff. But like I said, I was just kind of like, I'm not really sure where we're going with this near the end.
So the horror is all just hallucinations? Is there a story besides that?
I mean, it's a guy trying to get clean, and clearly there's something else going on. Like, the movie description is talking about how there's some kind of murder mystery going on with the house, but I just really didn't get that. Didn't really come through in the story. Very gory, good effects. Acting was aight. I mean, it wasn't great. I think the two main people, the friend and the drug addict, are musicians and like artists. I'm not sure they're like actors. The guy who directed it was the cop and was in that movie.
Yeah.
He was good. I don't know. It was okay. Dry Blood. It's on Amazon Prime. Do it or don't. I'm not in charge of your life.
Fair enough.
So there you go. There you go.
It's a very honest review.
Yeah.
Like, just do it or don't. I don't care.
No, I mean, no skin off my back. You know what I'm saying?
Skin off your back.
Nope.
You're like, it's like pizza rolls for dinner.
Whatever.
Pizza rolls can be very satisfying, though.
I agree.
That's true.
Yeah. Do you ever, for dinner, you feel like you get done with a bunch of pizza rolls and you're like, That was what my body needed.
Well,
Sometimes your body craves trash.
Yeah, trash. Sometimes your body does, but do you really feel like do you know that feeling of
I feel sated after a whole box of pizza rolls.
I
You
feel
tried it?
A little sick sometimes.
Well,
'cause I
sure.
usually, if I'm eating pizza rolls as a dinner, I'm going to eat too many.
Well, there's never a right amount of pizza rolls.
This never is.
it's always too many.
Do you remember when we were camping that time and we had like 100 pizza rolls?
That's the last memory of pizza rolls I can think. I remember being hungry.
Yeah.
And there being pizza rolls, and there being more pizza rolls than what we can handle. And
There was
we ate
the
them
most
all.
pizza rolls I've ever seen.
It was the most pizza-
They all got eaten. And
They
then
all
people
got
were like,
eaten.
are there more pizza rolls?
Yeah.
And we were like, no. that was like king size, pillow size bags of pizza rolls.
Watch
Son.
Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Oh my
This
god.
town's out of pizza rolls now.
Return of the Living Dead and pizza rolls pair perfectly. In case you want to put a food and a movie together.
It was so nice because Freddy came in with a tray, like, here's for my hungry guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
That was a fun night.
It was a fun night.
I didn't feel sick afterwards, though. I think I ate.
Ooh.
It's because you danced on the table. You did the trash impersonation.
Yeah.
Trash.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do after eating pizza rolls. Dance on a table.
That reverses the damage.
That makes you feel better.
Remember when Kelley was acting like he was suicide with the flares?
It's like you have video somewhere. Of
I
that.
do. And it's so funny.
Gotta dig that out. Pretty.
Yes,
I got a
ma'am.
movie gun.
Okay.
It's got a movie bullet in it.
I believe you.
You're up first. Will you live or will you die?
Oh, I thought you said.
You died. You died.
What am I watching, Amy?
You got dysentery on the Oregon Trail. It's called I Still See You.
I still see what you did last summer.
Stars Bella Thorne
Oh, she's a mess, right?
and Dermot Mulrooney.
A Dermot Mulrooney.
It's from 2018. Several years after a cataclysmic event, Ronnie's suburban world has mostly returned to normal, except that the world is shared with ghosts, and one of them appears to be trying to kill her.
Turns out she's the ghost, right?
Good.
So,
I don't know. I've never seen this.
Bella Thorne looks real familiar.
Yeah, she's
She
yeah.
was in the babysitter. She was one of the cheerleader. That's what I remember her
She was
from.
a former Disney
Gotcha.
actress, Disney TV show, whatever.
She was also in something called Fuck Me Fire Truck.
Okay. So Freddie
What
will
is
bring
that?
that review next week.
I'd rather review Fuck Me Fire Truck. but
Well,
that's all right.
nobody's saying you can't watch that.
Oh, okay.
Is it Fuck Me, comma, Fire Truck? Or
No, it's all
fuck,
no. There's no
Fuck
punctuation.
Me, Fire Truck.
It's Fuck Me Fire Truck.
So it's like Irish or something, right?
It's 1 minute long.
Fuck Me, Fire Truck.
Does she just say "Fuck Me Fire Truck"? I mean, what is a minute long short? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, great. I want a review of both of those next week, okay?
I'll see if I can find them both.
All right, good. We'll be right back.
This week's main attraction from 2016, Train to Busan. The original title,
Don't.
Busan Hang. I think that's how you pronounce that.
It was a real hang, let me tell you.
Yep.
What a fantastic movie. I knew it was good because everybody kept saying it was good when it first came out, but I just had never gotten around to it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen a zombie movie in a while, and wow.
It's a really, really good one. It's one of the better
Wow.
ones ever made.
It's fantastic.
Wow.
So the setup is.
One more.
Wow.
There it is.
If you've seen Liar Liar, you know the setup. Dad works too much. He's always making promises to his kid that never happen. Mm-hmm. Mostly about going to see the mom who lives in Busan, right? Or no, was it? Were they weren't headed? They weren't headed to Busan, were they? She lived somewhere on this train route from Seoul. And they board this train because he's finally like, okay, I'll take you with me. And she's like, I promise I won't be trouble if you take me with you on your business trip.
No, it's not a business
And
trip,
plus,
sweetheart.
we can see mom.
No.
And then I got it all
Nothing to do.
wrong. No, she talked him into. Originally, she was
He
going
wants to go. She wants
by
to go to her
herself.
mom.
Yeah, she wants to see her mom.
Yeah, that's all.
But Dad won't stop working.
Right. Busy dude.
essentially. He's
Trying to make
busy.
money.
He's working on the phone, and he's trying to make. He's trying to save the rec center in his neighborhood because all the troubled kids go there, and he's worried they're going to go back to crime if they don't have a basketball court.
I think that was the plot of Lewis and Andy Going Danners.
Was it?
Listen to the latest Origins episode 58.
Yeah, no, she wants to see her mom. They end up on the train, various sundry ensemble cast of fun characters. A fast-running zombie outbreak occurs on said train and in surrounding areas. And instead of stopping where they were originally planning to stop because it's going under quarantine, they decide to push the train onto Busan, where the quarantine hasn't taken effect yet because one of the passengers on the train is one of the corporate people from the train company who basically says, I'm not stopping. You're going to keep this train going until we get to Busan so I don't have to mess with the quarantine. Right? Does that sound right?
Yeah, the COO guy.
Yeah.
What a real fucker.
Mm-hmm.
He's your typical corporate villain.
Mm-hmm.
You keep waiting. Maybe a T-Rex is going to eat him while he's on a toilet or something type of thing.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little girl performance, fantastic.
Oh, yeah, Suan.
Yeah. She's really good. The dad's great.
Amazing.
Everybody was so good.
I have to say, nobody beats Asian people at crying.
This is true.
Yeah.
We're the best criers. We are. In terms of movies, at least.
Yeah. Have you seen David Duchovny cry?
Can he cry?
Have you seen James Vanderbeek
does he
cry?
have that range of emotion in acting?
His crying is real bad. His face
That's
just
true.
He gets bitter beer face.
Does it look like he's just squinching his face to squeeze tears
It
out
looks
or
like he sat
something?
on a thumbtack.
Andy, are Asian people the best criers, or YouTuber apology videos, ladies, are those the best
Oh,
criers?
those are so sincere. Oh,
You
my
know.
God.
Hey, guys.
Like and subscribe.
I know I said the N-word 40 times on my last video. But I was in a rough spot. I had run out of my favorite lip gloss. And I was just feeling mad.
But I'll take this as a learning experience.
Yeah. When was the last time we've been on a real train? Because where we live
New
in
York?
America, that's the subway. I'm talking. This
We
is not
count
a
like the
subway
Dollywood train.
No, it's
Well,
a
we
little
were on the
different.
train.
Does the Boston count? Is that a train?
Boston?
Yeah, the Boston. Yeah, from
That's been a
Boston to
while.
Salem.
Yeah.
That's like a train.
Twang.
Twain.
I did the it was not Amway. What's the
Amtrak.
Amtrak stuff.
Amway.
Yeah.
Selling some Amway
from
products.
LA to San Diego? I'm gonna be doing it again next week.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was awesome.
I love real train rides.
I've
long
always
distance.
wanted to be in a sleeper car.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be the 30s. Can someone make that happen? A sleeper car in the 30s?
I'm sure there's some sort of specialty.
Like a themed.
Yeah.
You want a murder to happen?
And then I
on
want a murder to happen. We have to solve it.
When I did when I did a backpacking trip across Europe, and I had the train, it took the Euro rails, and I would get the sleeper cars so that I could sleep and then wake up in like different countries
Yeah.
or whatever. It's not as I mean, I guess if you were doing it like high class, but I was doing it like as cheap as I possibly could. They're like little coffins.
Yeah.
You get like 3 in a car, and you have very little space. Yeah.
That's not as fun.
It wasn't as fun.
But were you by yourself?
Yes.
Do you think it'd be more fun if you knew the people in the other bunks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you weren't going to get murdered or have somebody
Right.
steal your passport. Yeah.
Or those Dementors show up?
Yes, the Dementors and the candy cart would come by with the chocolate frogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always a bummer.
Yeah.
Transit-
They were not there.
It's a really good. Well, remember End of the Line?
I love that movie.
That was another kind of train movie.
Yeah.
Is that the one, the subway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Craig?
It's in, no. That's you're thinking of Creep.
Okay.
End of the Line is the one where the nurse goes on the train and then like the end of the world starts happening.
I've never seen that one.
You haven't? Oh, I'm gonna have to track that down. It's very hard to get End of the Line, but it's like one of my favorites.
So trains are. It's a really good. It has less of the stakes, like a zombie outbreak or some sort of bad thing happening, like in a plane, because that's almost too terrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Train, at least you have the option to get on and off relatively easily, and so there's some of that anxiety is alleviated, but you're still stuck in the very narrow, small, cramped environment. So it did really well with these zombies. And God, they're fast, but they're stupid, which is nice. Because you can't be fast and smart, because that's too much. I can't handle that. That's like, I can't
You mean
get
like
into your
Return of the
world.
Living Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're fast and smart, nah.
That's too
But Fast
scary.
and Dumb, I can handle.
Yeah.
I like they're like birds. You can just put a blanket over
Yeah,
them.
and they go night-night.
And they're like, shit. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
Also, the things I love about this movie, the characters are great. Little old lady sisters.
Aww.
And
Blanche and Rose.
yeah. Sang Hua.
Sophia and Dorothy.
And his pregnant wife.
Oh
no, sorry, I was talking
you
about
moved on.
the
I'm like,
moved
what?
on. The Andy called the panda bear.
Well, he was a panda bear.
Yeah.
He's a big burly Asian man.
Yeah, very
he
charming.
was lovely.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I just feel like this movie is just packed with goodness.
It's got so much action, but
It was full of heart, though.
they've managed to create such vivid characters that amongst all of this kind of madness, at first I was like, damn, 2 hours. But I see, you have to have time to kind of build some of those moments.
Yeah.
So that when the shit hits the fan, and boy, howdy, everybody dies except for pregnant wife and little girl.
Yeah.
It's so emotional.
Sounds like the alternate names for the bombs they dropped on.
Pregnant wife and little girl.
I'm joking. In Japan, I mean.
Or it could be like Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah.
But it's pregnant wife and little girl. It's also a samurai movie.
Oh, okay.
It's like Lone Wolf and Cub. It's the same.
The zombie virus is no different, really, than you get anywhere else.
That's what you expect.
They didn't reinvent the wheel on that, except that they were fast, and and
I think
the vast majority they're slow.
The blindness thing was
That was new.
And a nice weakness to use for what this movie was doing, like to build tension.
Yeah, and how else were the characters going to get?
Yeah,
you gotta have to have something, and so when they go through the tunnels and it's dark, the zombies can't see; they can only hear.
So that's their opportunity to move forward.
Yeah.
On the train, and basically, it is one of those cat and mouse situations where it has a lot in common with like the Warriors or something like that, where it's all about getting a little bit further and trying to close yourself off and hide and getting a little bit further. But in the meantime, like it has like it has a strong thematic element to it, which to me is don't work late.
Yeah.
At your day job, or be too corporate.
Better work-life balance is where you're gonna survive more.
Because if they hadn't worked so hard, the outbreak wouldn't have even happened to begin with, because it turned out the company he was working so hard for is who caused it. And some decisions he made staying late at work kind of caused it, right?
I think eventually they would have caused it.
You
just
think
a little later, because
just a little later if he hadn't spent so much extra time.
Well, like for me, I thought a big theme and what the reason why you love the group of characters as they're making it from point A to point B is that those people are the people who are realizing that they have to put other people in front of themselves, especially people that they care about. And sometimes it might just be, I care about you because you're going through this with me. Because you see like even the little girl has this like heartbreaking moment with her dad where she's like, you didn't come and see my recital. You don't care. You put yourself in front of me or whatever. You put your other. And so like these people, like they're all coming together and they're like, of course we're going to help out and we're not going to let anybody left behind. And like, there's this whole like mentality of just putting somebody else in front of your needs. And I think that's what just makes it, it's so heart-wrenching because you see these people are like literally putting their families, their literal families, like at risk for these people, these other strangers, because they're just trying to get through this thing together. And it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty common thing in like these type of movies, but I cared more about these characters because there's more development in them, and I got more attached to them than other zombie movies.
Because in other zombie movies, you'd be like, oh, why are you being so stupid?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that sacrifice each other in zombie movies, but you get attached to these people because they're just so like likable.
Yeah. Well, also, like you said, the theme of kindness and selflessness is something they foreshadow a lot. Little moments of selflessness, like the little girl giving up her seat.
Yeah.
To the old lady, and then the husband who's doting on his pregnant wife, but he also,
he's always looking out for other people.
He's
on top of his pregnant wife,
right? He's also real nice to other people,
right. And it's all the kind people that stick together, and all the people who the bad people that are, another group.
Right.
So it shows you that kindness, pulls people together.
It's chaos. Be kind.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's strength in that too, and I don't know that you'd always get to see that sometimes. That the amount of strength that it takes to be kind, the sacrifice, because the main character in this film, really has that built. There's a part in the beginning when the homeless guy, the first guy that's kind of just he's really a outcast. Knows that this guy, the main character, has an alternate route that's going to lead him to safety, and he's not going to help him with it at the beginning of the movie. And then it's his daughter that shows the main character that you have to sacrifice. We're not leaving it. You're going to leave me behind if you leave him behind, because I'm staying here to
That's
help.
what she says. The line, you only care about yourself.
You only care about yourself. Yeah.
And then he ends up in the end saving that guy's life, and then that guy saves his daughter's life.
Yeah.
They do the switcheroo with him in the beginning too, because you kind of feel like that guy is the one who's bringing the
infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really the reason they get fucked on this train is because the goddamn guy standing by the door before it takes off.
Fuck me, fire truck.
Is fucking a fire truck. No, he's just kind of looking the other way, and then this girl who's been infected and clearly sick just kind of sneaks on the train. Just because he looked away for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And wasn't looking at the door. That's how this happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's also there's a lot of criticism, I think, of corporate life in this movie.
Oh, for sure.
With the COO and the train conductor, and how what you do out of a sense of duty versus what you do out of a sense of kindness are not necessarily the same thing.
Yeah.
Because the people who think they should be following the orders of this guy who works for the train company, they're misguided completely. You're following the authority figure.
Well, and there is something to be said too about what you do just for survival, because there's a moment at the end of the movie where it's really horrifying, because you see there's a train that's filled with people, and they're all going through this really terrifying event, but they basically don't help this group, the ragtag group, because they feel like it's going to put them more at jeopardy. And the COO is telling them all, this is bad for us, we have to kick them out, which basically seals their fate, because you see the main character looking around that train going, there's nobody in here who's good, and all those people are going to die the second that group gets through, because they've made that choice. And it's man,
there's significance to the fact that guy never takes his tie off.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds silly, but people trust him. They listen to the guy in the tie and the suit.
Well, there's that scene where they try to lock the doors with the ties and say, we need more ties. And he didn't give up his tie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there's fucking tie.
There's a little bit of pushback, which is interesting, because I know in South Korea, it's kind of like New York, I think, Seoul especially, it's very corporate, and there's all the young professionals. I think they're having the yuppie phase that we had in the 80s there a lot too, where people were kind of working themselves to death.
Mm-hmm.
So
it creates a power differential. If you've ever been in a meeting and everybody's in a suit and you're not, there's a power differential, know, and so he's not going to give up that power in giving up his tie, which might seem like a little thing, but it's not. It's a big thing. It's he's in charge.
Yeah.
And the second you take off that tie, he wouldn't be.
But I can still see the other side's point of view of not letting those people you think are infected on.
For sure.
Well, in real life, stuff might you be, a lot of times being noble leads to your demise in real life. You're not going to necessarily be rewarded.
At the end of the day, nobody really was rewarded. Everybody died except for pregnant wife and little girl.
But as I think a parent watching this would probably think he won because his daughter got away,
right?
And she was okay.
Yeah.
And the two fathers in this movie got their children to safety, and that's maybe the ultimate thing, know. So that is a win, even though he had to chuck himself off the train.
Yeah. He almost had. Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Well, he almost had some peace. It's you see both the fathers have a little, almost a peace moment when they realize that their family is going to be the one guy, when he goes, he's the one guy says, "I'm sorry," which is a tie back to something earlier in the film, and he's got this moment of peace right before he knows he's going to die. He's going to sacrifice himself, but he knows it's okay because his family is going to go on and be protected and cared for. It's noble.
So the two old ladies, the Golden Girls,
mm-hmm.
So one sister ends up with the kind group, and the other sister ends up with the asshole group. And then when they meet, and there's that tension, of course, between the assholes and the kind people, and the kind people get kicked out. The other old lady that stayed with the assholes is like, well, fuck this. And her sister had been killed. Her sister's a zombie now, and she just opens the door.
I love that moment.
All run in.
I love that moment. It was like it's a nice revenge moment.
Yeah.
That was very.
So was that pure revenge, or she just wanted to be with her sister?
A little bit of both, you know, because she said to her sister, like, you're always putting other people before yourself, and like the group that she was with, they easily tossed her aside, even though she was sacrificing herself for other people. I just like that. It's like she's like the Titanic. She's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. That's how I would go too. If I can't survive, ain't nobody surviving.
Everybody remember that. Write that down in your survival handbook.
I am never going on another boat with Andy. I'm afraid of you.
I'd be the person like slashing the lifeboats. Like, sorry, slash.
Makes you wonder, because you don't, I mean, at the end, the pregnant wife and the little girl are discovered by the military, which is in Busan, apparently. Makes you wonder what happens next. I know there's a sequel, but, I mean, Korea is so small, and I don't think the North Koreans are going to let you in.
Oh, that would be a really interesting movie to see if they had to actually retreat north. Oh, that's a good idea. But what they're filming right in is what we figured out. Like, so
a second.
Yeah, the second one's still being filmed.
I have to say about the pregnant lady, she's not going to be pregnant any much longer because she went through some hell.
Yeah,
the baby's coming out. Baby's like, fuck this shit. Quit running, lady.
I think she shook that baby too much, jumping up and down, like running after that train.
Oh.
Like
got fluid.
Yeah, that baby's got like shaken baby syndrome
already.
Inside.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Yeah.
The prequel to this is animated. It's called Soul Station, I think, and it's on Shudder, maybe. Anyways, it's pretty good. It's not as good as this.
It's called Soul Train.
Soul Train, that's it. So maybe check that out if you enjoyed Train to Busan.
That's a lame joke, but it was
good.
It's cute,
no, it was
right?
good.
I like it.
10 points, Slytherin.
Ow.
Yeah, this was really good.
It is good.
I'm really happy you liked it.
I was so tired. I was like, I don't know if I have it in me to watch a 2-hour movie.
Oh, yeah. I knew for sure I was falling asleep, but I didn't. So
we didn't, Mike.
We didn't.
And we always do.
We always do. When we tie, we fall asleep.
Yeah.
That was a 2-hour movie.
Woo-wee.
But it was a heck of a train ride.
Yeah. Crazy Train, am I right?
We rode it.
If they ever remade it, it makes a lot of sense if they make an American version just to set it at Disney, because in All-Star Sports, where the baseball team is all together, it just writes itself. And then monorail to Magic Kingdom. Don't
CTC would be a horrible place for stuff to go down.
It's already horrible anyway.
That's true. I'm trying to get on the fucking ferry, trying to get on the monorail.
The people of the Grand Floridian knowing you don't belong on their train.
Get off my resort monorail. Shut up.
The scene with the chopper with all the zombies hanging off of
cool.
that was great, because you imagine them dropping them into Bay Lake.
It reminded me of.
Eating them.
Did you ever see Steakland?
Yeah.
That reminded me of that scene from there where they were dropping vampires from planes. They're weaponizing them.
I gotta watch Steakland again. I liked it, but I didn't love it. There was a sequel,
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the sequel.
We watched the sequel. No.
But who knows? I didn't know I had seen Shrek 3. Again, listen to Origins, episode 58.
So was anybody else changing this movie to see what you would do in this situation?
So or looking carsing it?
Or for looking for plot holes?
Well, there was the homeless guy and the dad are... It had been dark, so they were trying to get out of this one train car, and the zombies weren't looking because they can't see in the dark. But just as they were about to make their escape, the lights, they come out of the tunnel. So the zombies kind of like turn around and see them. Well, they hide first before they can like turn fully around in like, the chairs, and they're down on the ground. And the zombies are like, oh, and they start walking, but they stop just before they see these guys. Like, why didn't they go any further? Well,
because
you got to keep them alive. I was like, I see what you're doing, movie.
And there are many times where like the zombies were like at one point and they need to like make some noise to draw them to the other way, and they throw something or make a cell phone go off. Like they should have done that all the time.
I know.
Yeah, throw something behind
keep throwing shit.
Yeah.
So I had to trains this movie sometimes.
You trains it?
Yeah.
You trains it.
I would stick with Panda Bear.
Oh, yeah.
But I knew, like, even I saw this movie like 2 years ago, but I was on my phone a lot of time, and it's hard to be on your phone and read subtitles.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's impossible.
But even though, like, everybody knew he was going to die, right?
No, when I first saw it, I didn't.
Yeah, did you? Okay.
No, I didn't. I mean, like, I wasn't shocked when it happened, but at the same time, like...
I kept hoping that when I was watching the first time, even though I got most of the movie, the gist of it, I kind of saw his death coming like a mile away, though.
Yeah.
He's that classic hero character. And like, was it 28 weeks later, the one with the older guy?
Yeah, his dad.
The dad that used the sweetheart that looks up and gets the blood in his eye right at the very end.
That was the first one, wasn't it? 28 Days?
Yeah, it was 28 Days. Yeah. That's a very similar character type.
I was shocked they killed the teens.
That was sad. The poor girl.
Well, then you start getting... So once Panda Bear dies, it's like sad death after sad death after sad death. And it's like, really, movie? I thought we were just going to have fun with zombies.
I got a little emotional. The teens one didn't bother me as much as the old ladies. That was a little... Ugh.
Yeah.
And then like of course, Panda Dad.
Yeah.
The big climax with the main character is the one that really broke my heart. The little girl.
Yeah.
He got bit.
She
Dad
was
got
so
bit.
good. The screaming and the crying.
Yeah, Asian crying that gets you all the time.
Yeah, and the dad, just the moment he has where he flashes back to her 90s music video birth.
Oh yeah.
It was missing was a wind machine.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You are my fire.
It looked like a video they played during karaoke or something.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for lyrics to show up on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Great movie.
It was sad when BTS died and Blackpink died too.
Yeah, they all died together. Those are all the K-pop bands we know. Those two.
Good shit, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm really glad you liked it, Amy.
Did you think I wasn't?
I don't know. Sometimes you surprise me. I really like a movie and you don't. And I'm like, but it's a great movie. I think your tastes have changed a little bit.
Oh, for sure. I'm a different person every day.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be different.
Whereas I become, I think, less patient with movies. You become more patient with movies. What's going on? We're switching places.
I'm an angel.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And I wanted to say all the racist jokes they were making during this movie, but I don't think that was appropriate to say on air.
Yeah, the racist jokes we were making?
Yeah, it was bad.
What? I want everybody to know that he's being sarcastic right now.
Andy hunkers down whenever Asian people are on the screen, and he's like, here we go. I'm ready to just
gets out his
get
notepad.
my demons out of my system.
We're allowed to make fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
They were funny, though.
Sometimes
you're not
it's
Korean.
scary.
For the patrons of the extra content, I'll give you all the racist jokes I was making.
Are you going to do a racist commentary?
Oh, Andy.
Hey, that's what this is the content the patrons want.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think you're incorrect.
All our patrons are racist.
Do you?
I'm sure like 5% are.
Andy, does your family also enjoy Asian racism humor?
Asians make fun of themselves so much. You have no idea.
That's fun. I remember. Well, never mind.
So
I shouldn't go down that road. I just remember stuff people said to us that I shouldn't say. But that was okay for them to say.
all right.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it's probably yeah.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic, wonderful.
Hold on. So is like self-deprecation like that's like a thing?
All minorities do that.
Yeah.
They always make fun of themselves, but it's across the line when other people do it.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, like I'll make fun of women.
Yeah,
but if it's just some random dude
will
who's
I.
making fun of women, I'll punch you square in your fucking face.
Right.
I'll be
Just
like,
curious.
shut up.
Yeah,
I'll make fun of Ohioans, but if you're not from Ohio and you call me flyover country, I'll punch you in your nuts.
It's not self-hatred, though. It's just self-deprecation. It's like, it's like joshing,
Hey, take yourself so seriously.
As long as you're having fun.
Oh, you should come to like a Chinese dinner. You'll have so much fun.
Oh, really? But will all the jokes be in Chinese?
Well, you won't understand them.
Yeah.
All the ones that you won't understand.
Yeah. All the jokes about other ethnicities will be in Chinese, and all the jokes about Chinese people will be in English.
Listeners, you just missed the cutest little stretch that Elsa just did. It was so darling. She is just sacked out, and she was just like, stretch.
Yeah, she's 50.
Yeah.
Millie was being real loving on Andy, too.
Yeah.
During the movie, she just laid her head in his lap, and she kept pawing at him.
She made it up for last week when she clawed my eye out.
Yeah. She does that.
She did that out of love. Yeah. She tried to blind you with love.
Yeah.
Instead, she blinded you with science. All right. End of every show, we always say hi to our Beelzebubs.
Hello.
We're going to say hi to Branan and Emily.
If I were on a train to Busan with those two, you'd probably get eaten. Okay. I'd have to... I can't run. And I feel like I'd throw you in front of the zombies just like that businessman did.
Yeah.
I want to say I'd be nice.
He threw a lot of people in front of him.
We already decided we're getting you that blue leisure suit.
Yeah, I do want
Daddy wore, so I think you're gonna have it.
Yeah,
you got it.
You and Jeff should wear blue blazers together.
We should. That guy's suit is great.
It was fantastic.
Jimmy B
had a pocket square and everything.
Do you have a pocket square, Jimmy B?
I bet he does.
Jeremy and Cassie and Gamora. I
bet they have pocket squares.
They both run too. They do like 5Ks and shit.
Yeah.
So you'd have to,
See, the thing about...
You have to hobble them. Make food for the zombies for yourself.
Yeah, Tanya Harding them.
Pretty much you're all fucked if you're on a train with me is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's going to push you.
Thank you for your support.
Amanda.
Hey, Amanda, thanks for the support. Sorry about the zombie thing that I'm going to have to do.
Mandy,
you're going to get eaten too because I like my life.
He's going to have to do it.
I want to hold on to it. If I can hold on to it, I'm going to have to
First we went from protecting the Patreons to now you're using them as fodder.
This is all fodder, cannon fodder. Ernest, you're cannon fodder.
That's one of the benefits of being a patron.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ernie, if you really love me,
that's how the
you'll
Beelzebub
continue to
serve.
support the podcast, but also you will give yourself over to fast-running zombies so I can get away.
Yeah. Tree and Alex.
Both of you guys are dead.
Yep.
Sorry. I love you, though.
Brandon Boone.
Brandon, you could probably hang with me right up until the end, but sorry, you're going to have to be eaten too, probably, especially if the train has to get moving again or something.
He should use you as a human shield.
You should.
Bill!
If you guys are smart,
in New York.
You guys are going to turn me over to the zombies immediately.
You're on trains all the time in New York. Be careful.
Yeah.
But they should know before they die that Freddy really will not make it either because Andy will be there at the end just to go, boop.
Yeah,
Freddy's just buying seconds, not days and weeks and months.
The minute I have to run is when it ends for me.
Yeah. So maybe if it starts that way, the Patreons are okay.
So I have to keep pushing people in front of me until I have to run. So you guys will all have died for nothing, is what I'm getting at.
Blake, put down the beer and run.
Yeah.
Run.
You really should.
Run.
Mark, don't forget to give us your selection.
Yeah, Mark. And don't even try to stop to help me because I'll still turn around and probably throw you into a bunch of zombies.
If you really need to take Andy out, though, just ask for his seat on the train because he'll give it to you every time.
He's super polite.
That's his weakness.
Yeah. And sweet baby girl Alise.
Hey, Alise.
Freddie, you can't push a lady in front of you.
Nah, but I can trip a lady. If her forward momentum led to her death, that's not my problem.
Sorry, Alise. I thought he was chivalrous.
But at that point, once they've eaten Alise, then I'm at the running moment. And if there's still enough of them to be a problem...
Again, you're just buying seconds.
I'm going to lay down.
Eventually, you're going to run out of people, Freddie.
Yeah.
You're going to need to find a different strategy.
Yeah.
So think about that. We'll get back to you next week.
I guess I should work on my cardio.
You need a train full of zombies contingency plan.
Mm-hmm.
It probably does start with cardio.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Next week is Snowpiercer. Freddie will review I Still See You.
You think you're hidden?
Guess
again.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. You're really bad at hide and seek.
I fuck a twain. I fuck a fire truck. fuck a fire... What was it?
Fuck me, fire truck.
Fuck me, fire truck.
Oh, my.
Thank you so much for listening. Tell a friend. Leave a review on iTunes. Whatever makes your...
That's your sweet boopy.
Bips your boopy.
Yeah, we need you to bips your boopy.
And do not ride a train with me or Freddie.
No, bad idea. I'm going to choose kindness, so you probably want me and Mike. I think we'll be...
Yeah, and we're not going to tell you our plans because that's part of the plan.
Exactly.
I'm going to be honest, though. If I'm real tired... I might not even bother throwing you in front of them.
You're just going to go for it?
I might just lay down and let them eat me. I'm getting old.
Are you going to look at us all in the eye and be like, I'm a hero, and just lay down?
I'll be like, I'm doing this for you guys, I guess.
Now run,
I'm just also
run.
really tired. You guys go or not? I don't know.
You used to make the heart symbol. That like punctuates it right there.
Do you remember we had to run to Kali River Rapids at Disney World?
I remember that.
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
I hate running.
You did.
Oh my God!
You're still there.
You've been dead for 5 years.
You're still in the wood scene in Kali River Rapids.
If you guys understood how much I hate running.
Okay.
But he did it. It was a heck of an experience.
I would like to make a whole podcast about how much I hate running.
What about The Running Man?
I love the movie The Running Man.
Cool Runnings?
I love Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings is fantastic. I hate the physical act of running.
Do you enjoy running water?
Yeah. You don't understand what I'm saying.
What about running pants?
I don't like my heart rate going that high. And I don't like my lungs aching, and my legs hurting, and my knees popping. Who wants to run? What is wrong with you people?
Andy likes to run.
I'm training for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh, all this time.
His will to live is stronger than yours.
I guess.
But his will to throw people in front of other people is stronger than mine.
In a post-apocalyptic world, there's no TV.
I think you guys are on the same page there, which is nice for you.
I'm soaking up all the entertainment I can get in a pre-apocalyptic world because it won't be around after. And if it's not around after, why do I want to survive?
But you have a bad memory, though.
That's true.
Quality over quantity.
What were we talking about?
Thank you so much for listening. Bye!
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to bed.